What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, indeed. Now, hey, I know I've been back these last few videos, talking about this little situation with Johnell and Brianna breaking up. That was the main reason I got back to talking about her situation because I was actually done talking about Brianna. To be honest with you, I was more into, putting more attention into my stocks. But again, when I found out that this situation had happened, or I had to jump back in it because, like I said before, it's not many men that's addressing this from a man's point of view. Just that simple. It's just not being addressed from a man's point of view. And a man that's about his business, that's really about his business, ain't gonna call it out for what it is, and you accept it, you don't. Brianna found Robert online just like she found that dude Johnell online. That's why I got it up here like I do, okay? When she found Robert online. Yeah, Robert was gullible because he thought he hit jackpot with Brianna, which I don't understand how, but hey, it is what it is. You feel how you feel. I don't get it, but Brianna wasn't no piece. Nothing to act like was a prize at all. Nothing. Zero. When Robert met her. Okay, trust me, she wasn't. Not in no way. She couldn't even act like it. You can look at her and tell she ain't. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at her. Okay? But anyway, regardless, Robert thought she was something. That's all that mattered. As far as their situation, he thought she was something. Then you skip past and you go to when she was having a situation with Robert, when Robert divorced her. Okay? She with Johnell. Now they met online. You want to know how I know they met online? This was from a while ago. Okay, this was something from a while ago. Okay, I know y'all remember when she went to New York and was throwing them subliminal shots at Robert, talking about she got a man that's doing real things and such and such and such and such, and he's not doing skits and such. He's doing really in movie premieres and making movies and such, throwing them at Robert. When it come down to it, okay, Janelle ended up doing skits as well. Trying to at least, okay. Even though, yeah, he's still doing his little movie premiere things. Yeah, that's great. Ain't knocking nothing from the brother, but okay, this is when they was all lovey-dovey, okay? Lovey-dovey, hug, smooch, And like I said, Janelle telling her, you go, girl, for her talking about how she's feeling lovely in New York. Yeah, she feeling lovely in New York because she met you. Okay, she didn't meet you in New York, but she came down there, okay? Now this is her, okay, and if you look at it, okay, well, this is what most women that try to get at you with their money, okay, they try to use their money to get you, okay. Most of the time, this is what they do, okay, especially when they buy jewelry, they'll buy matching sets, okay. And if you look and notice, okay, what she got on her wrist and what he got on his wrist. Then if you go down the road as well, okay, she bought her a nice watch, she bought him another nice watch. You did? It kind of go in that order, okay? But like I said, she met Robert online and she also met Janelle online. The only difference of it was is that okay, when she met Robert online, she didn't have no money. She was broke. Robert accepted her in his life. Whatever reason, that's his fault. That's on him. It is what it is. What it was on him. That was his fault. Water under the bridge. Okay? Then it went to Janelle. She used the money that she made from what Robert taught her how to make to get Janelle. It is what it is. Let's keep it real. Okay? It wasn't like it was nothing other than that. The proof is in the pudding as far as what's happening, which I've talked about this months ago about as soon as he get what he want from her, he gonna go on about his business. She's just gonna try to keep him with money, and she kept him until the money stopped flowing in like it was flowing in. You feel me? Okay? She ain't back talking about how she's making this, doing that, all that she was talking. She ain't talking like that. She's still on here talking, but she ain't talking like she was. If y'all paying attention to the things she be saying. So you gotta read between the lines a little bit. You really gotta read between the lines a little bit. And it's funny to me how, you know, people ain't caught on to this. It's real funny to me how a lot of people ain't caught on to this. Like, and like I've talked about my video, but it's like I gotta re-educate a lot of people on as far as, okay, he ain't no goody two-shoe cat. Johnell was not no goody two-shoe cat. Not at all, by any means necessary. At all. By any means. Okay, so I can care less about him finally waking up, leaving Brianna, or getting what he needed to get and leaving her. Okay, because that's really what it boils down to it. You know what I'm saying? When that money stopped flowing in, he went on about his business. You know, that's really what it boils down to. Okay, which I ain't knocking none of that. It is what it is. You know, you're doing what you do. Okay, she's the dummy on that end. She's the dummy in that situation when she knew that, okay, he came on and came along with her was because she used her money to get him. Point blank. You used your money to get him, so what makes you think that he ain't gonna want you to keep getting that money? And when you stop getting the money that you're getting, you know what I'm saying, that he's gonna lose interest. That's kind of a no-brainer. That's kind of a no-brainer. I don't care nothing about chasing your dreams and, going after your goals and doing all that sounds good, but the reality is simple and plain, okay? She stopped getting that bread, stopped coming in like it was coming in, and he moved on, okay? He ain't met nobody that's getting it in like she was getting it in. That ain't happened yet. And I don't think he's going to meet nobody that's getting it in like she was getting it. Because I think most women are going to have enough sense to do some kind of a background check and to see that he used Brianna, regardless of her being a snake, regardless of that witch being a snake, he used her because she let him use her. But nonetheless, he still used her. So we're not going to skip past that. And that's coming from a man's standpoint. So ain't nothing wrong with getting that bread. Nothing at all wrong with getting that bread. Nothing. Zero. Not one point about what I'm saying is knocking you for getting that bread. None. None at all. Just don't try to act like you was a victim. That's why I'm glad he stopped saying stuff and putting stuff up. Just don't act like you was the victim here. Just don't act like you was the victim here. And it kills me that she acts like she's a victim. When you know the only reason he got with you was because of what you were doing for him. That's it. No other reason. The same way now you think, if you think somebody is going to want you with 6 kids, other than to lay you down, not be in a serious relationship with you, something is wrong with you. And I mean that as far as if you thinking there's someone that actually got their life together is going to want to start a life with you with 6 kids that ain't theirs. Something is wrong with you. You messed up with when you had Robert. He accepted you with 3 kids that wasn't his. He accepted you then. It's unlikely you're going to run into another Robert. Not trying to say he was good. And I'm not. I'm just going to keep it G. What it is. Okay? I'm not. It's not going to happen. I'm not about to say he was. I feel he was. Look, I ain't about to even make people upset. As far as, because I know they on Robert coattail. Okay? You know what I'm saying? But hey. He thought that she was something that she wasn't. It was just that simple. He thought that she was something that she wasn't. And Johnell thought she was exactly what she was. That's why I feel no pity for him. None. Because he should have minded his business and just got them coins. Nothing wrong with getting those coins, especially if she was giving it out. But she was using you to make Robert look bad. Or trying to make him look bad. Trying to get him jealous. Whether he got jealous or not, it is what it is. Who knows? I don't know and don't care. But that's what she was doing. The same way she used Joe Baker to say what he said to get you jealous or get you to where you responded to what Joe Baker said, and then a week later, y'all was back together. You know what I'm saying? You got to put these two and two together. Like, it is what it is. That's just like now she got her first baby daddy saying things subliminals towards you, Johnell. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. These things, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on. You know, but like I said, these next few videos are just going to be me bringing reality checks, you know, because there's like some things I don't understand, how people ain't getting in there, how some ain't saying it for what it is, you know, because he ain't no angel. He ain't, not in no way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay? But he ain't threw no rock and hit his hand either. I admit that. I admit that as well. He ain't threw no rock and hit his hand. He ain't did that. So I'm not gonna knock that. That's no different than I was listening to what's her name? Lupac. Lupac. I was listening to her. A little bit of her. I was listening to a little bit of what she was saying while I was picking my morning trades out, you know. But regardless of that, you know, when she said that when she was on that Country Wayne skit, okay, he realized real quick that that was a bad move and she was only on that one. Okay, he realized real quick, one or two, whenever it was, he realized real quick that that was a bad move. The same way he did when he had Johnell on there. When Johnell was what's the girl name that was acting on it? Or Sonny. When he was Sonny's, when he was Sonny's boyfriend, he realized real quick he was on there, but he was on there I think like a week or so. But he realized real quick that that's not a good move to go and get them out the way. He realized that real quick, like that was all bad. That was all bad. Man, like I said, some things y'all gotta put two and two together and realize that hey, karma is a mug and it's gonna come back around and bite everybody. You know, your skeletons are gonna come out eventually. You dig? It's gonna come out. And regardless of what people think, I'm actually gonna be glad when Brianna actually start throwing real shade at Johnell. Right now is not really real shade, okay? Not right now, and it's really not. You know, or she may be using her baby daddy to throw subliminal shots at him. You know, and she may be throwing subliminal shots as well. But at the point in time, it ain't real shade right now. I'm gonna love to see how he reacts to getting that real shade thrown at him. I'm gonna really love to see his response to that and see if that breaks him down. I'm real talk, cause he ain't got a big following. His following came from her. Majority of his following came from her. So I'm gonna want to see how it goes, especially social media wise. I ain't saying nothing about movies and none of that. What he's doing on Tubi and all that. You know, I'm not saying nothing about all that. But as far as social media wise, that's where most of his followers coming from is because of Brianna. Real talk. The same way majority of her followers came from when she was with Robert. It is what it is. You know, you like it, you don't. But facts is facts. Like I said before, facts can't be, excuse me. Facts can't be disrespect. Okay, I can't be throwing no disrespect or shade nowhere in the mix when I'm just speaking facts. Facts is facts. And if I'm wrong, prove to me I'm wrong. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Talk is cheap. Show me I'm wrong. As they say, show me some receipts. Prove to me I'm wrong. But hey, until next time, peace. I'm up out of here, y'all.